Hello everyone, I am Damian from the Dyspraxia System, and today I want to talk about system responsibility, which is something that's very important and a lot of people seem to not really know about, or think that it's not a thing. There are also a ton of people who do know about system responsibility and how important it is, but we see too many people don't know. Some who either joke about it, think like, it's being a system, is a get out of trouble free card. It's not. But yeah, I just want to give a little touch overall on it. I don't know. I'm a little hyper, so I'm sorry. A little all over the place right now. But yeah, system responsibility. So, in its core, it means that you are responsible for each other's actions as a whole. You need to own up to what everyone did. That's in its very basic terms. Now, this can go for anything. It can be for like something small or something big. So let's say Alter A was out, right? And they accidentally did something that upset a friend, or yeah, they accidentally hurt a friend. And then they switch out before they can apologize or anything, and Alter B switches in and doesn't know about what Alter A has done, but that friend says, hey, you hurt me, apologize. Then it can be really easy to be like, oh no, that wasn't me, that was Alter A. I can't control their actions. It wasn't me. It can be really easy, but that's not the right way to go about it. Just because another Alter has done something, whether you knew about it or not, doesn't mean that you can just be like, wasn't me, so I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to, do anything about it because it wasn't me. No, you can't deflect it like that. What you should do is be like, oh, I apologize, I'm sorry, Alter A was the one doing that. I'm sorry, I didn't know that they did that, otherwise I would have already apologized. I'm sorry that they hurt you. We'll work on making sure it doesn't happen again. Again, I'm sorry, it wasn't me. So, if there's anything specific that they did, I don't know. But okay, if you say that they hurt you, I'll apologize, for them. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then you like, if possible, may say, hey, Alter A, what you did, not okay. Maybe apologize yourself too, or like, try to make sure it doesn't happen. Like, internally, you should probably also be like, hey, Alter A, that was not okay. If that friend needs you to do anything about it, like say sorry or whatever, please do so. I already apologized to them, but like, internally also let Alter A know that something they did was wrong, but you should also own up to it. It's like you're a parent to like a young kid. The parent would also apologize for the kid, yeah, just, if one Alter has done something bad and they haven't apologized for it yet or anything like that, and you switch out and you are told about it, apologize, ask what you can do to make it up to them, say, oh yeah, I didn't know this happened, or like explain their actions a bit, or like say, oh, I don't know the details, so I'm sorry, can't say anything specific, but I'm sorry that they did that. If you want, we can try to see that our alter when they switch back out can apologize to you again if you want to. So yeah, no, you need to own up to another alter's actions. It was still your body that did it. Although just with crimes in general, you might not have control over what another alter does, but you can still set up rules for the system as a whole of what they should and shouldn't do, you know. We make sure that our persecutors don't go after friends, because we try to make sure that they don't do that by saying, hey, don't hurt them. No, you might want to act out or whatever, but try not to hurt anyone friendship wise. Yeah, we have well, it's a very simplification, but we have certain rules set in place, so we don't hurt anyone, or try not to hurt anyone. So maybe put some rules for your system as a whole, so that even if someone accidentally does something, it's not something big, try to minimize how they can hurt people, you know, boundaries and stuff, and you can still influence their actions a little bit through this or through other things. And if you notice someone doing something wrong, because you're a co-con or getting near the front, be like, hey, what you're doing is wrong, stop it, apologize, you know, if you can. Obviously you can't always, sometimes they do it when there's no one around in the front, but like I said, once you notice that they're doing something wrong, if they are still near, ask them to apologize or tell them that they need to apologize for what they did wrong. Otherwise, apologize for them, and still tell them, hey, remember that one thing you did? Yeah, that was wrong. We hurt people by doing that, so don't do that in the future. I think the part of telling the alter that they did something wrong is also very important, because if you don't say, hey, that thing you did, it hurt someone, it's alright, I've already taken care of it, but don't do it in the future, is very important. Because if you don't say that, it's a higher chance that it could happen again. And if you do say something about it, they can learn from the experience. Obviously, you should all learn as a system from the experience. You think, oh, we need to take better care of that aspect, make sure it doesn't happen again, and you can learn better system responsibility maybe if you didn't have experience with it again. Yeah, but like I said, what you shouldn't do is be like, it wasn't me, because if you do that and that friend was already hurt, you know, it can hurt them more, because you're like, oh, it wasn't me, so it's okay, and you should just ignore it, because it wasn't me. It's that can come off as quite toxic. If every, I'm sorry. If you keep doing that, if every alter keeps doing that, it can be quite toxic, because you can keep hurting them over and over again and not apologize for anything, and yet make them feel bad about wanting an apology, because the alter who's fronting isn't the alter that hurt them, and by saying, hey, need an apology from you because you hurt me, and then they, if the alter's like, oh, but it wasn't me, so why are you telling me this? I had no control over, you can give that friend, they can feel really bad about bringing it up in the first place, even though they should, right? And then it can become quite a toxic friendship, which you don't want, that friend doesn't want. So yeah, just own up to it. Own up to your own actions, whether it's you specifically that did it, or if it was an alter that did it. Because again, you're in the same body, okay? I can't be like to a teacher, go up like, oh yeah, alter A didn't do the homework, so I don't have the homework. But hey, it wasn't me who didn't do the homework, so I can't get detention, right? Or something like that. I don't know. I don't know if that example made sense, but you can't really do that, right? You can't be like, oh no, officer, I didn't do that one crime. That was alter A. I didn't do it. I don't know what you're talking about. That's not a good way to do it. You need to own up for it, and you should, get the repercussions that are needed. Just because you're assistant doesn't mean that you don't have responsibilities as a whole. It's not a get out of trouble free card, get out of jail free card. It's not. You can put rules in place for each other as a whole, as a system. You can make sure, well, you can try to make sure that if there's an alter who is prone to, doing bad things, whether it's like small things or big things, whatever, you can try to make sure that there's always someone near the friend who can keep them in check. Or that, the people you're talking to know that it can happen and that they're okay with that. And if we have like one persecutor who we were like, to one of our friends, we were like, hey, is it okay if this persecutor talks to you sometimes? Just a disclaimer, there's a possibility that they'll say quite hurtful things. Is that okay? Are you up for that? And they were like, yeah, sure. In the end, it was better. The persecutor was nicer than we thought. But if there is a situation like that, try to get beforehand an okay from a friend that it's okay if they do that. And otherwise, apologize afterwards. If you knew that a persecutor was at and you talked to them, maybe try to check in. Like, hey, I know this persecutor can be quite mean sometimes and say really hurtful things. And I'm pretty sure they talked to you. Are you okay? Did they do anything wrong? Do we need to, apologize for anything? We can also do that. And then I think your friend can really appreciate doing something like that. But yeah, just gotta figure out within your system what works and what doesn't work. But do own up to your actions, whether it's yours or another alter's. Own up to it, because that's the right thing to do. Okay? Yeah, just, it's not a get out of trouble free card. It's not. But I think if I just keep going on in this video, I'll just repeat myself over and over again. So yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to say. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or whatever, leave them down below in the comments. If you want to follow us on social media, we have Twitter and Instagram. We are more active on Twitter just because we like the platform more and know better what to post on there. If you want to see more videos, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when we upload a new video. We upload every Wednesday, and we'll see you all in the next video. Bye!